No, something that I always refer back to in my own personal life. This was just pre-Jesus Youth. It was in 1975-76. Near Cochin, Thopumbadi, we used to have a little association called Thopumbadi College Students Association, Catholic Students Association. That was in a FMM sister's place. Some of you know this sister Tracy Phillips. She was also there at that time, so early. And we, a good number of college boys and girls used to meet at the sister's place.
Hi everyone. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, I have with me Dr. Eddy, one of the pioneers of the Jesus Youth movement. Eddy Chetan, as we fondly call him, is someone who has accompanied young people for numerous years. Eddy Chetan, it's a joy to have you with us today. And like I mentioned earlier, you have journeyed with so many youth over the years, countless youth. And you often speak of youth needing welcoming meeting places, a place where they can be free to talk, to read, to play games, listen to music, to even pray and reflect. So why do you think, Eddy, it's important for youth to have such safe places?
Thank you, Anu. Nice to be with you. Nice to discuss this very beautiful, subject, very beautiful topic. Now, I think, for, love to grow, for community to be built up, I think it is important that a good ambience should be there. It contributes much to building up of love, building up of community. Perhaps in Christian life, that's what we are all doing, mentoring people to grow in love, or helping people to be built into a joyful, beautiful community, a community that's a missionary community. That is what we are trying. So I think it's a very simple and natural thing that we have very nice places where we can sit around, where we can chat. If there are some beautiful objects there, if somebody can prepare a little flower arrangement or a picture or a nice little furniture, simple but beautiful. I think in that ambience, if young people can meet time after time, repeatedly, naturally good things will happen. Naturally, young people will grow and beautiful things will happen.
Yes, Arjada. And when you speak about, this community growing and these meeting places, I can imagine it's a place of joy, of where, we are helping others to grow. So over the years, Arjada, you must have, witnessed a lot of new beginnings flourishing from these places or spaces. So could you share a few personal instances where, these places have made a difference or have led to new journeys or initiatives?
No, something that I always refer back to in my own personal life. This was just pre-Jesus Youth. It was in 1975-76. Near Cochin, Thopumbadi, we used to have a little association called Thopumbadi College Students Association, Catholic Students Association. That was in a FMM sister's place. Some of you know this sister Tracy Phillips. She was also there at that time, so early. And we, a good number of college boys and girls used to meet at the sister's place, Franciscan sister's place. And they somehow, gave us one nice room near the road, and we can come in any time. And most evenings, there will be so many young people coming there, sitting there. So parents were very happy that these young people are going to this, near the convent. So sometimes even girls could come there. Anyone can go there. And even newcomers, they could be just brought in there. So it was a very place where any youth can just walk in, sit there, a lot of books there, some pictures, nicely arranged, circle, benches put in a circle. So from there, a very nice friendship circle grew one thing. Then that was a place where young people can come argue, ask questions, or clarify doubts. And from there, so many initiatives came out. So many programs were shaped. We started going to visit fishermen colonies, and a fisherman initiative started. And then there were those rickshaw pullers. That's no more there anywhere, rickshaw pullers. So one little very good initiative among rickshaw pullers started. So many beautiful things started there. One memory. Now, later when Jesus Youth started, for many Jesus Youth, one good memory was Emmaus, Emmaus, where people could go. And there was always, anyone who reaches there was simple food was there. And later, when Jesus Youth went to different cities, they wanted to create a little Emmaus. That's what they wanted. They wanted to create a little Emmaus in their places. So even in Middle East, many places where, single men were living together, they were creating a little place called Emmaus, recalling their memories. But what they wanted was a cozy place where you can meet, come in any time, and where fellowship and initiatives grew. I think this is something very beautiful.
While you were speaking about these personal experiences, etc., I was just wondering, it wasn't just young people gathering by themselves. So you said you met in a convent in the beginning and Emmaus. So it's in the presence of mentors or animators, and when I imagine a meeting place like that, I feel there is, when we are in the presence of elders, or be it teachers or parents or priests or religious, there is always a tendency to correct, or let's say preach to the young people. And in his apostolic exhortation, Christus Vivet, Pope Francis talks about the need to awaken, to consolidate and sustain the Christian life, rather than being too concerned about communicating doctrine. So you've seen the ways things have changed. So would you say that sadly the current situation in most parishes or institutions, it's like it's becoming too concerned about teaching doctrine?
Yeah, I think sometimes we take the easy path of faith formation. Easy path of faith formation, which is bookish knowledge or academic formation, we think. Even academia or some colleges now think that typical academic formation is counterproductive. So they are slowly even hiding books, hiding gray matter teaching, and they are having fun and play to teach now, or joyful way of teaching. Now, something I remember is in this youth synod that Pope Francis convened. In its preparatory document, one sentence Pope Francis uses that has struck me very much. And Pope Francis says, see, more than giving faith, I think we must be concerned with participating in the joy of young people. I like that phrase very much. Participating in the joy of young people. So, but then if we participate in their joy, naturally, like Francis, Don Bosco used to say that if we love what youth love? Youth will love what we love. So it's all love exchange business. So if only our faith formation places could be, whatever is joyful for young people, if that could have been used more, then without much problem, young people will grab the values of the teachers, or capture the lifestyle of mentors much more, and they will clarify their doubts gladly, which is a path. Of course, in between, maybe content teaching is required. I'm not saying it's not required. But then when we speak about this, creating such beautiful locations, we are naturally saying that the experience and the ambience of love is much more important, rather than teaching and topic standing out. I think that's what is important, I think.
That's so true, Ejeta. When you talk about the ambience of love and capturing the joy for young people, it's like a wake-up call that you're rightly reminding us that the need of the hour is to have welcoming places where young people can gather and experience the joyful presence of each other and the Lord. And
Yeah.
It's contagious, actually.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so that's so beautiful. So thank you so much, Edichata, for taking the time for being with us and for inspiring us to pray and work towards fostering such joyful, welcoming spaces for young people, maybe in our homes, parishes, and institutions. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Anu. Thank you, Anu.
God bless.